Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Callie. This is all about my investment journey. Today, I'll be sharing something fun, my recent investment. I spent $6,500 in June and July on Pokemon products. And you may think that's crazy, but I know what I'm doing. And with this new mindset of investing for long term, I see myself seeing this initial investment of 6,500 grow eventually to $10,000 or more, just depending on the time. Now, like stocks, there are a bunch of YouTubers and content creators who talk about the cards and sealed products just like stocks, and it's quite interesting to see and hear. And I am trying to taper off because it also influences me to buy things and etc. But right now, I am cooling down. I spent enough money as is, and I didn't expect to spend that much money, but I am actually happy with what I spent on, and I know for sure it's going to go up. And the biggest purchase, I'll share that at the very end. So today you'll see some of the things I picked up, why I picked it up, and the prices for it. So it may not look like much, and it's also because I did spend about 70-80% of market price, since everything in retail, as we know, are sold out and really hard to get at that price. So it started in early June. I bought these two things, the Destined Rivals and Prismatic Evolution set. This came out early this year, and this was like springtime. If you are familiar with Pokemon, this is the Team Rocket set, so I have a lot of like faith in this. I feel like it is a top 3 set. The cards in here are great, and it's just something nostalgic, right? For people, I guess, my age or so who got into it and in 1999 and 2000. The Prismatic Evolution is also very popular. It is similar to the Evolving Skies, a set that came out 4 years ago. And you get Eevee, if you don't know, it's right here, and then you get all of its evolutions. And the total set, if I were to open this, and I do pull a good card, you'll get one of these, of course. And the most popular is this Umbreon right here, which is like going for $800 or $1,000 just as is, right? And the rest of them also are quite pricey. I believe over $100 to like $200 for each card. In the long run, these sets, of course, will be out of print, and the term radical assets include trading cards like this, trading cards, sealed products, as well as high-end art. And that's also a way of like diversifying the portfolio, right? And I see myself doing this because I do like collecting things, and now I'm just trying to be a little smarter, because collecting anything for the most part, it's not a cheap hobby. Initially, when I use a collector app which tracks your collection, I can't believe I have that much in value. I have about $15,000 worth, especially after all this that I purchased too. But let's move on to some other things I got. This Journey Together ETB, you do get a promo card. You get 9 cards. Yes, 9 cards. Cool little box. It is quite kind of spacious. This set, I bought 2 of them. And I believe this set is not that popular, but with all Pokemon products for the most part, they will go up in value. Or just the pace of it may be different, right? This, for sure, very popular sets, and they will be worth a lot more and appreciate quicker. Some other things, I got the Destined Rivals set right here and right here, and it is 2 different colors. This one right here is from the Pokemon Center website. It is exclusive to just that Pokemon website, so people pay a premium. You get 2 extra packs, and then you get the promo card here with the stamp on there, and then you get a regular stamp. This literally is double the price of this. I got this for about $75 or $80. I have a total of 3 of these, and then this one I have a total of 2 of them for 175 each. Some kid on Facebook Marketplace was selling them, and I asked for a $10 discount, so I didn't have to pay 180 each. For this one, the surprise boxes, I have a total of 5 of these. But I got these for around like $42, $43 each. And I think retail, this is only like $20, $25. And on the market right now, it's anywhere from like $50 to $55. You get a surprise promo, and you only get 4 packs. Something about the packs too, value-wise. So right now you can kind of say each pack for Prismatic Evolutions are about $10, and then plus the promo card and the contents within. Let's move on to these two right here. I have the Prismatic Evolutions ETB, the regular one, and then the Pokemon Center. You can't tell unless you see, of course, the bottom that says Pokemon Center. And this right now is going anywhere from like $230, $235. I got these for about $188, or 2 of them about $188 or $190, and then the other one was like $210, I believe. So I have a total of 3 of these, and then only 1 of these are regular ones. I bought this for $85. And then Costco, of course, sells Pokemon. And I got 2 of these. I bought them from one seller who sold me most of the Prismatic Evolutions things. I got that for $160. So basically the ETB is like, let's say $100, and then the booster bundle, $60. And then I am very happy and surprised I did get this many, but I have a total of 8 of these, the Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection, and you get, I guess, all of this in there. I call these the half booster boxes that are oversized, way oversized, right? But pretty cool. I believe one day these boxes will go for maybe $500 even, or more, or $1,000. I can't wait for that to happen because I have 8 of them, right? And I got those roughly from anywhere from like $160 to $170. Market right now, people are selling it for anywhere from $200 to like $215. I finally went to my local game store, and I saw this on display. They also had a Sun and Moon box too. That was way overpriced. I would have bought it if it was worth it, but they charged an extra it was like $1,500 for that booster box. And I'm like, no way, this is worth that much. This one right here is a celebration set. As you can see, it has 2.5 on there on the Pikachu, and that's an anniversary set. This came out in 2021, and I believe this set will like already increase in value. It already has. So I bought this at $200 plus sales tax. At the time, around early July, I looked and I basically spent $20 more because of the sales tax. Looking now at the end of July, this is already climbing up, anywhere from $230 to $250 for this ETB. Next year is the anniversary set, which will, increase this product, I believe, in generations, bring more people into the hobby also. And yeah, what's interesting about like Pokemon is, whatever you own or past things that you have owned, it may go up, it may not. There's volatility to it, and that's kind of the cool part. Some things that I've collected in 2023, I bought them because it was cheap for the cards, for example, and they are going up like crazy. Some of it has tripled in value, say like a $30 card, which was a special delivery Charizard card, and now it's already like $100 to $111. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to it right here. Let's get on to the next one. This is the only things I got for retail, and these are the tins right here, 151 tins. Now, I was looking on TCG Player, you will pay more because of who's on there, because of the art on there. And I guess Dragonite Chipotle is more popular, or just looks cooler, and it's like $25 for 2 packs. And then the Gengar's like $20. I got each of these for $10 at Targets. And you are limited, so I was only able to get what I can. So $30 in value. This is over $60. Now, you get 151 packs, and 151 is basically what started it all. And that's what I like about 151 set. I do have a complete binder of it, a near master set of it. And I bought that last August. And I'll show that probably next time. But that binder or that collection, I bought it for about $600 to $700 from someone, and we can kind of understand like how, you know, gambling addiction and just buying things that you enjoy can also put you in debt. This man, he sold his collection and he sold that binder to me for around $600 or $700 to help pay for the bills. Now, I don't know how much he spent, but he opened all those cards and mastered the set. And yes, he probably spent, my guess was a few $1,000s or more, maybe 3,000 at most, just to help pay for some bills. And yeah, I feel bad, but you know, this is a learning experience. With that binder collection, a year later, as it's almost August, it's roughly around $1,000 to $1,100 right now, and just slowly climbing up. So I am happy to buy that, and for that 151 set, it's very nostalgic. It's basically a modern day base set, since you get all the classic 151 Pokemon on there. And I'll talk about the last three things. I got this booster box. The booster box, you have 36 packs. These are, quite, a great collection for people. But for this set, not that popular, and I don't think they printed much of these either. So eventually these will climb up. I got it for $210, and I think market is around $215 or $220. For the next one, I have the Destined Rivals booster box. I know I wanted this, and I see myself buying a full case of these, a sealed case, which has 6 of them, just to keep for long term, and then eventually open it or sell the whole thing. Because once this box hits, let's say $500 or $1,000 or more, literally 6 of them will be times 6. So that's the cool part. With this one though, I put it in a case because I see myself holding it long term, and people for sure, care about, of course, the things being protected and keeping it sealed. But if there's a small tear on it, it will decrease in value, or if the box is damaged. But yeah, as well as the artwork too. People do love, of course, what the set is and the artwork on the booster box. And then this one, for the Paradox Rift one, I do have a case. I'm debating, whether to keep it or sell it. Only just to move things, because, these things take up space. Luckily, it's just in the closet and some on display on my shelf. But there are people, collectors, no offense to them, but they have a full room full. They perhaps have a garage full, depending on how much they're collecting, right? My collection, collectors supposedly is $15,200 worth. There are collectors with $250,000, 6 figures, etc. For myself, I don't know how much I'll go in terms of building this Pokemon portfolio. The past 2 months kind of burned me out with collecting, and I'm trying to be a little smarter. So buy things. You know what? I did tell myself I'll buy things at retail, which I did do recently. Buying things online is not easy right now because people are all using bots, and then everyone's just on it right now. Everyone's just buying things. So I got lucky and bought some things retail, which will eventually take up some space. Let's move on. Last one here. Evolving Skies booster box. This is the holy grail of the Sword and Shield era. Right now we are in the Scarlet and Violet era, and each era has, I don't know, like 10 to maybe like 12 to 15 sets out of like over 2 years or 3 years worth. This is the one previous, right? And this came out in 2021. When I started collecting in 2023, this was climbing up, yes, but this in value at the time, this box in 2023, early 2023, was only 600 to 650, sorry, 300 to $350. Flash forward to last year around this time, July 2024, looking just on data, this was around 600 to $650 and just climbing up. Only this year it hit the $1,000 for each box to the point where it is right now. And I did get that impulse to buy this. I was in bed. I was in bed and just looking on eBay, TCG Player, and eventually I just bought it. And I don't want to pay sales tax, but I eventually did. I overpaid, I would say. But I know that this is a long term. This is already climbing up. So when I received it a few days ago on Saturday, on TCG Player, the value on people were selling it for at $2,500. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy when this hits 3,000. I'm gonna be happy when this hits $5,000. I'm gonna be happy when it hits $10,000. And I don't know when I'll sell it, but the best part, all these things, they can be moved, and I am eventually going to sell these things. I have to practice that also, not have this attachment to the things around me. And of course, once I sell it, the goal is to move it to something necessary or another investment, just to repeat that cycle of investing. So like Journey Together, Distant Rivals, Prismatic Evolutions, these are just this year, right? So it's kind of the start of the investment, whereas let's say this one is 2021 and this one 2021, which appreciated more over time. And that's kind of the cool part, just collecting Pokemon. There are trends. So some people, I notice, they are buying things, they're thinking outside the box, and then once things pick up, they have multiple of those cards or products, and they sell it at its peak, or they just hold on to it and let it grow. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please put that in. And if you like what I'm doing, you want to see me on this journey of just amassing my net worth, please follow and subscribe. All right, have a good one, everybody. Have an amazing day. We'll see you in the next one.